Fran Brown's come out, and I'm liking Fran a little more and more every day. Met him a few times years ago as an assistant. He came out and said, I don't know if there's a video or not, but he came out and said, basically, you're going to make $2 million at wide receiver. That's the homie at Ohio State. I'm not giving no wide receiver $2 million in college. I agree with him 100%. And I think to Nico's point to start the show, are you overpaying these guys now? And when are we going to just say, let's take the leverage back, Steve? Like, I'm stopping this noise. And I'm just saying.
Yeah. And Fran Brown, I would say, is a pro players coach. He's not all that old school. He wants the players to get paid. Yeah. He has programs that are going to help these kids the rest of their lives. I'm with you on that. And Miami has been linked. It's been rumored that we're in, I don't say discussions, but they are going to kick the tires because he has a lot of Restrepo-like qualities with more athletic upside. But that is the game, and we need to get over this, guys. This is no longer collegiate or amateur athletics. Let's start going with multi-year contracts and make them binding on both ends.
Steve, let's listen to Fran. Let's hear what he said real quick.
Respect to everybody in the country, to every wide receiver, to everybody that's doing all this stuff. Like, if you're going to make $2 million at wide receiver, that's to blow a homie over at Ohio State. Ain't nobody else making that money. Giving a wide receiver no $2 million, man, in college. Nah, that ain't me. I ain't doing that. I can't do it. Unless they tell me that we get a chance to have Travis Hunter, he could come back to college and he could come here and play for us, then he going to get some of my check. But they ain't paying nobody $2,000 this year. Not to me.
2,000. I like Fran, man.
Hey, that's why you got 11, but that's why you have 11,000 in the portal right now. And Steve, there's only 77,000 football playing Jimmys and Joes in the country, and that's all levels: D1, D2, NAI, Division I. Like, there's a huge percentage of cats in the portal right now. 11,000 is a monster.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look. Pena's probably thinking Kyle McCord's off to the next level. My leverage is high. My production is high. I got to cash in. Unfortunately, that is the business, and I know people hate to hear this. It is time for the players to have a CBA, and the universities that really want to play big-time college football, and there's probably about, 50 or 60 that really do, they have to work together with them to have a system that is more sustainable. And people can say what they want about coaches getting paid. Yeah, they get paid. That's the market. But no coach should be expected to have to re-recruit 100 guys every single year. That's ridiculous.
But that whole take with these guys that defend the player over the coach is fucking bullshit too. The coach got to pay money back if he leaves, though. Like, he has a contract and he has to pay back monies or get sued or not be able to coach at the next place. He's not leaving one school for another unless he has to pay that money back. Kids ain't paying no money back. Like, this is spiraled out of control. I don't think people understand that there's a huge discrepancy in what the grown man has to do versus this kid. Yeah. This kid is getting away with. Listen, man, I'm not with kids no more. I'm anti-kid in this whole thing right now because at the end of the day, we knew what right from wrong was at 17, and they want us to say, "Respect us, Steve. Respect us." I'm grown man. I'm not respecting shit these kids do anymore. Because for you to leave Fran Brown, who can't be more of a player's coach, who can't be more on your side, who can't be more, you have zero fucking respect for anything. And I don't care about the money anymore. You're not that good. You're not going to make it very long. You're trying to get a quick bag to suffice 2 years of time when really the NFL should be your lifelong goal. And this is what we've created. We've taken that away from these kids. I'm just telling you.
If Trebor Pena had to sit out a season after transferring,
he wouldn't leave.
You wouldn't even think about it.
Wouldn't think about it. Exactly.
And so the NCAA needs to go out and say, hey, guys, we tried it your way without us. It's like the defund the police movement. How'd that work out?
Steve, I got to bring
NCAA, come back in here, start enforcing some rules. Stop. No team's on probation, but when it comes to this stuff, just put up that rule.
Nick Saban said it right. Should have got rid of the NCAA. Should have got rid of him. like NCAA, the college football should have just broke off when Nick Saban said to do it 3-4 years ago. Like that's what I've been saying for 5 years. Break away from the NCAA. They are not doing anything for you, but other than suspending you and keeping guys from fucking going places. Here's the thing, Steve. I'm gonna go full circle back to Nico real quick before Smitty jumps back in. I gotta ask you, Nico. This whole Nico situation is kind of, I'm not gonna say unfair or unjust. Like you got what you got. Media-wise, an outlie and all the outcry and everybody that's bitching and moaning and bashing him. Here's the issue, though. It's the timing of it, right? Because it's the hypocrisy of it, Steve. I don't remember, Smitty, the fucking kid who was 4-0 at UNLV who left his team high and dry during the fucking season take this much heat. I'm going to be real. I didn't see that UNLV kid take this much heat.
Oh, I thought he took some heat, Matthew.
Yeah, he did.
He took some heat. I remember we all was talking about him.
It ain't like this. It ain't like this.
His name ain't as big. That's the only reason I would say. The bigger your name are, the more stars you got, the more attention you're going to probably get.
Did Matthew Sluka ever get millions of dollars already beforehand? I mean,
no, and that's my thing. I get all of it. What I'm
and then they want to say it's the offense. Really?
No.
So if it's the offense, why'd you ask for more money to begin with?
It's not the offense. I'm not gonna lie for my boy either. It's not the offense because you're going to UCLA, and the last time I checked, the offensive coordinator there has never played called.
Sunseri's a bright young guy, but you look at UCLA. They used to be a nationally respected program. That is now just a school that happens to have a football team. It's a damn shame. And maybe it fits Nico because I'm going to say this again. When you play at Neyland Stadium, it's an unbelievable scene that whole weekend. You go to UCLA, as I like to say, you could throw hand grenades at certain sections of the Rose Bowl. Nobody would get hurt.
Steve, I had to petition. Okay, I had to petition the NCAA when I had a kid from Alabama transfer to Indy. And then for him to go back to, let's say, Vanderbilt or Tennessee, like Emmett Gooden, there was a 2-year sit-out. So the SEC had one of the most stringent rules in the country. You couldn't go JUCO and go back to the SEC unless you set out 2 years. So I had a petition. You know what that did, though? Nick Saban created that rule, and you know what it did, though? It created a competitive balance in this football space to where people aren't realizing what it's done. If you look at it now, let's just say the conferences made that rule again, and you kept it how it is. But the conferences, so the Pac-12 or whatever it is now, you couldn't go to that team if you leave. The SEC, if you leave Alabama, you can't go to Tennessee or anyone in that conference. What it would do is the conferences would stop taking the mediocre player, and it would stop and it would eliminate the transfer portal because a Ball State kid, guess where he's not going? He's not good enough to go to fucking Alabama. Sorry. But now we're taking everybody because there's 11,000 kids in the portal, and they all think they're worthy of going to Alabama. They're not. It's a false sense of star rankings. Like we're ranking these kids too high, as many as I talked about, on 247, all this bullshit tabloids. These kids ain't 5-star kids. I've never seen this many 5-star kids ever in my life. When I looked it up today, I said, holy fuck. And then I pull up the kid's film, Steve. He's 5'8", 170, runs 4.5, and he's a 5-star.
I don't think that many 5'8", 4'7".
You better be fucking Dante Hall. You better be Dante Hall. You better be Dante Hall or fucking somebody like that. There ain't no 5'8", 170 kids out here ripping it like that. And then I turned the film on, Steve. I'm like, oh fuck, I wouldn't recruit
guys. I have a